So let's get into some of the data here. And the first place I want to start is something that I alluded to earlier, which is that the initial impetus for going on this medication was the doctor said, look, man, you got a chemical imbalance in your brain. People have heard this that have been in this world, this idea of a chemical imbalance. This idea that, like, look, you're not doing anything wrong. You simply have a biological mechanism within you that's out of whack. And we can fix that with this pill. Oh, isn't that convenient? So then you might ask, okay, well, what is that biological mechanism? Well, the theory goes is that your brain uptakes serotonin at lower levels than it should. So that's the theory theory behind these SSRIs, is they allow your brain to take in more serotonin when normally it wouldn't be able to take in the proper amount. So your serotonin levels are off, which will affect your mood, which will affect depression, anxiety, etc. Great theory. Turns out it is no evidence whatsoever to back it. Isn't that interesting? Because SSRIs have been around for decades at this point. So, let me get this straight. We have tens, if not, I believe it's, tens of millions of people on SSRIs in the United States. And the primary basis for their proliferation and development is based upon a biological connection that does not exist. Something has gone wrong here. And this specifically is coming from the University of College London, UCL, which did a meta-analysis. It did an umbrella study of, okay, let's actually look at all of the literature that we can find that tries to link SSRIs and serotonin, essentially this chemical imbalance in the brain. Let's try and link these two things. And I'll just read directly from what they found. And the findings suggested that depression is not likely caused by chemical imbalance, a conclusion that calls into question what antidepressants do for patients, according to the authors. In summary, the main areas of serotonin research do not consistently support an association between serotonin and depression, or the hypothesis that depression is caused by decreased serotonin activity or concentrations. So, effectively, and I read the abstract of this meta-analysis, is they found that most, if not all, of the research into the biological/chemical imbalance hypothesis behind dysregulation of serotonin in the brain is all wrong. That link does not exist. That you cannot causally, with statistically significant evidence, draw the link between serotonin imbalances in the brain and depression, which leads you to question, what the hell are SSRIs doing? Now, okay, here's the caveat. This stuff is complicated. It's not as simple as, oh, okay, then SSRIs don't work. I think they do have their uses. And this is the interesting thing for me, is I'm someone that I would argue genuinely benefited from the use of an SSRI, and then you can debate what it actually did biologically, but genuinely benefited from it in a way that, from a cost-benefit perspective, the pros, the benefits of using the SSRI at that time, specifically, outweighed the costs of it. I don't think you can say that for a lot of people.